Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we are undertaking a deep dive into what looks like far more than just, a crystal store.
Mm-hmm.
Our sole source is the comprehensive sitemap for Crystals by Rob. And honestly, what it reveals is, a fascinating, highly structured spiritual enterprise.
Yeah, it really is structured.
The moment you read their mission statement, you kind of realize this isn't just a casual retail thing.
Right.
They define themselves not merely as a vendor, but as a, quote, sanctuary, a community, and an educational platform. They're like building an entire ecosystem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
An ecosystem, that's crucial, I think, to understanding their business model.
Positioning crystals as essential tools, not just shiny objects.
Precisely. And the core philosophy driving, everything they sell and teach is this belief that crystals, with their unique energetic properties and ancient history, are a powerful pathway.
A pathway
for self-discovery, healing, and connection to the universal energies. See, they're
Uh-oh.
selling an outcome, really, built around a product.
Got it.
So our mission for you, the listener, is to quickly sort of penetrate that ecosystem. We need to look past the standard product listings and really extract the blueprint for their highly specialized services, the specific, sometimes quite powerful health claims they attribute to their products, and just the sheer logistical setup needed to support this global spiritual vision.
Yeah, the global part. When you look at how the site's organized, what immediately hits you is the sheer ambition for global reach.
Definitely.
This platform states its dedication to fostering personal growth, spiritual awakening, and holistic well-being. Sure, but they seem to be attempting to deploy this concept on a truly massive cross-continental level.
And what's fascinating there is the evidence of market execution. You expect to see, standard logistical link store hours, privacy policies.
Maybe some awards or certificates, yeah.
Right. But the list of countries and the depth of currency support is just astonishing. This isn't some small operation occasionally shipping overseas.
No way. It speaks a serious logistical overhead. We are talking about mapping out shipping and payment options for countries ranging from, the Åland Islands and Afghanistan.
Afghanistan, wow.
Yeah.
Using the AFN currency.
Yeah. All the way across the globe to the Vatican City and Vanuatu.
Yeah.
I mean, configuring a system to smoothly handle that many different jurisdictions, currencies, customs requirements, that indicates a heavy investment in professional global market penetration.
It really does. And it connects their mission, that idea of universal connection, directly to market accessibility.
Ah, good point.
If your belief system is universal, your platform kind of has to strive for universality too, right?
Right. Makes sense.
And accessibility isn't just about shipping.
No, true. They're clearly aware that in the modern market, just having a website is enough.
Not at all.
The source material notes active and probably required social media presences across Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Tumblr.
Covering all the bases.
Yeah, ensuring multiple digital doorways for community building. And what's more, they offer a recurring revenue stream through the Crystals by Rob's subscription.
Ah, the subscription box model.
Exactly, which guarantees ongoing engagement beyond just a single transaction. Smart business.
Very smart. Now, let's maybe pivot from the organizational infrastructure to the highly specialized services they sell.
Okay.
Because this is where we transition fully from just a retail platform to, a service provider in the energetic space. They offer a deep menu of healing sessions that merge known spiritual concepts with what appear to be their own proprietary systems.
Yeah, this is where it gets really interesting for me because the service menu quickly leaps past common terminology.
It does.
If you look at the energy healing sessions, they introduce concepts that imply very advanced, structured, maybe non-traditional energetic systems.
And this is critical to the business structure, I think. They're creating these high-value service tiers based on unique credentialing, it seems.
Like what?
Well, the most specialized offering seems to be this clear emphasis on the Arcturian connection. They explicitly list the Arcturian Reiki Attunement 420D frequency certification.
Okay, wow. The terminology alone is incredibly dense. For a general listener, what does a phrase like Arcturian Reiki Attunement 420D frequency certification even tell us about the organization?
Well, it tells us they're operating a system of, let's say, self-credentialing and perceived exclusivity.
Self-credentialing.
Yeah. Arcturian refers to a specific star system believed, within some esoteric circles, to transmit advanced healing frequencies. So by attaching a specific frequency, the 420D, and offering a certification, they are essentially professionalizing their unique metaphysical belief system.
Ah.
This designation means they aren't just selling general Reiki, they are selling their specialized, advanced, and importantly, self-validated version of it.
Got it. And the complexity doesn't stop there, does it? They seem to drill down even further into specific forms of spiritual defense and maintenance.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the session listed as the Christic Arcturian Chakra Unification Attunement and Entity Removal.
Whoa. That phrase essentially describes a comprehensive spiritual intervention package, right?
Seems like it.
The chakra unification attunement part focuses on internal balancing, presumably leveraging their proprietary Christic and Arcturian frequencies. But then you tack on entity removal.
Yeah, that bit stands out.
That signals that this platform recognizes and actively services clients who feel they're experiencing, well, perceived spiritual crises that require external energetic defense.
Entity removal, that's a heavy-duty claim. It means they're setting themselves up as experts who can handle potentially the most severe perceived energetic problems a client might face.
Exactly. It creates a robust, tiered system. Clients can go from maybe basic aura balancing all the way up to this highly specialized form of crisis intervention.
Makes sense from a business perspective, covering all levels of need.
Precisely. And they also ensure they cover more generalized, sort of complementary practices to round out the menu. We see standard purification methods like energetic protection from negative energy session and aura balancing, crystal grid distant healing. These are tangible services, in a way, even if they're non-physical.
Right, services you pay for.
Okay.
And they don't limit themselves to hands-on or distant energy work either.
No, they use diverse ancillary tools. There's sound healing, evidenced by the Angel Tuning Fork sound healing session.
Okay.
And intuitive divination with a pendulum reading. Plus, they also offer crystal Reiki, aromatherapy, color therapy, and even something called crystal fairy healing.
Crystal fairy healing.
Yeah. It's a very comprehensive, holistic suite. Seems designed to cover almost every possible base of spiritual and energetic needs someone might perceive.
So the takeaway here is that the service menu is really designed to capture clients at every stage of their energetic journey. From foundational balancing right up to highly specialized attunement and intervention.
Couldn't have put it better myself. That's the structure.
Okay, so moving from the intangible services to the physical products, the crystal collections themselves seem fundamentally integrated into this whole belief system.
Absolutely.
The source material breaks down the crystals not just by type, but by specific attributed metaphysical powers, and even the meaning imbued in their shape.
Yes, and the claims attributed to these stones can be very specific. They often move beyond just general mood improvement into claimed physical functionality.
Physical.
Yeah, this is where the metaphysical claims become quite purifying properties. Even raw geodes are valued specifically for their grounding energy. More general energetic terms there.
But the actinolite one, specific organs. Interesting.
And this belief system also dictates that the form, the shape of the crystal, is as important as the material composition.
Right, the shape matters too.
The shape essentially transforms the crystal into a specific energetic tool according to their descriptions.
I find this fascinating. So what are some of the assigned energetic functions based purely on shape?
Well, spheres, for example, are renowned for their unique metaphysical properties and healing. They're generally understood to diffuse or radiate energy evenly across the space, kind of like a gentle broadcast.
Okay, diffuse. But then you have towers, or crystal points.
Right, which are highly regarded for pretty much the opposite function, channeling or focusing energy.
Ah, like a laser pointer versus a light bulb.
Sort of, yeah. So if a client needs to direct intention or energy toward a specific goal, they're implicitly instructed to choose a tower over a sphere.
Makes sense within that system.
And the shapes also carry archetypal weight, connecting the physical product back to the larger spiritual narrative of the platform.
How so?
They offer moons, which represent the, quote, archetype of the divine feminine.
Okay.
And stone-shaped bowls, which possess unique metaphysical properties, maybe serving as containers for ritual or for charging other crystals. The inventory feels very intentional, not random.
Definitely. So if the services are the highly specialized applications and the crystals are the tailored physical tools, then the final pillar of this entire organization seems to be the educational platform.
Yes, absolutely. Knowledge here is very much a critical service component. Seems designed to build client loyalty and, importantly, usage of their products and services.
Right. Teach them how to use the stuff they sell.
Exactly. By providing extensive information, they're simultaneously educating the customer on their specific spiritual practice and ensuring that the customer understands how to use the specific products and services they sell. It creates a kind of dependency on the entire ecosystem.
Makes sense. And the informational pages are surprisingly structured, aren't they?
They are. They offer standalone, practical guides for self-practice. Things like creating your book of shadows, hand mudras, powerful self-healing, rune oracle reading, and space clearing.
So it empowers the client to engage actively with the practice using their methods.
Precisely. And then the blog curriculum offers the deep bench of supporting knowledge. It blends metaphysical belief with practical application and history, creating almost a full curriculum for self-study.
Yeah, I saw they cover common practices, auras, chakras, manifestation, rituals, crystals, and angels. Stuff people might already know a bit about.
Right, the entry points. But they also offer extremely practical, specialized skills. We see blogs on crystal programming and cleansing and creating intention bowls, how-to guides.
Things you'd need their products for, presumably.
Probably. And what really defines the educational breadth, I think, is the commitment to niche specialization, like the documentation of an extensive series dedicated entirely to teaching crystal witchcraft.
Wow, okay, so they're not shying away from specific labels.
Not at all. Yet they do seem to attempt to balance the esoteric with the tangible.
Right.
They include blogs exploring the geological properties of crystals,
The science bit.
and the history of crystals through the ages. This blending of spiritual teachings with scientific context, or at least geological context and historical background, is likely an attempt to ground their claims in physical reality, adding a layer of perceived authority.
Right, appealing to different kinds of validation.
It shows the organization is trying to cover all possible bases, providing the historical justification, the current application, and the future potential, all through education.
Okay. So when we synthesize this entire sitemap, sort of pull it all together, what are we really left with?
Yeah.
We seem to have a highly integrated, globally focused enterprise, one that meticulously bundles specialized energy services, some incredibly unique and defined by proprietary jargon, like that Arcturian stuff, alongside crystal sales making pretty specific claims, and this extensive metaphysical education platform. All of it housed under one comprehensive, globally configured mission of holistic well-being.
Yeah, the source material isn't a simple catalog. It really is a meticulously constructed blueprint for a sophisticated spiritual services firm.
A firm, yeah.
They've professionalized belief, essentially,
Yeah.
offering everything from a physical product like actinolite, making claims about stimulating the spleen,
Which is still wild to me.
all the way up to selling self-certified frequency attunements and crisis intervention like entity removal. That seamless integration from the physical product to the most esoteric service that really defines the modern spiritual marketplace, I think.
It is truly remarkable when you lay it out like that. The existence of this highly specialized, technically complex logistical infrastructure, configured to support dozens of currencies and countries, from remote islands to major global centers.
Have to sell crystals and energy work.
Right, just to sell intangible services like Arcturian frequency attunements and specific healing crystals. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What is the sheer organizational complexity behind this detailed global spiritual marketplace tell you about the demands, the scale, and maybe the professionalization of belief systems in our modern digitalized world?
That's the question, isn't it?
Something for you to mull over until our next deep dive.